Hi everyone, I hope you're okay. I'm about to do question 4 from the grade 10 November question paper, which was written in the province of Gauteng. Okay, question 4.1, I'm asked to use a calculator to find the following values and I must correct them to 2 decimal places. I'm given 4 multiplied by the sine of 65 degrees. This thing will give me 3.6, and then this one, before I even start working, I need to deal with the brackets there. 32 minus 10 degrees is 22 degrees. Excuse me, this thing is all over the tan of 22 degrees, right? And then whenever I punch my calculator, I have the cos of 22 degrees. It's squared though, and then at the denominator I have tan of 22 degrees. This entire thing will give me 2.1 right together. And then now I must find I must calculate the value of theta in the first quadrant. The first thing I need to do here is to divide both sides by 3. I'll simply say sine theta over 2 minus 20 is equal to 0.85 divided by 2, not by 2, rather by 3. Let me just write it as it is, 0.85 divided by 3, right? Therefore, theta over 2 minus 20 degrees is equal to, I'll simply say the inverse of sine 0.85 all over 3. This thing will give me 16.455 9249628. Okay, and then whenever I take the 20 to the other side, I just need to say plus 20. Then I'll get 36. Okay, 36, but remember that this thing is multiplied by 2. I want to multiply by 2 because I must remove the 2 below there. So this thing simply means that theta, let me write here, theta is equal to 72.92 degrees. Just round off to 2 decimal places. I wasn't told on how many decimal places to round off, so I just rounded off to 2 decimal places. Okay. I'm asked to find to calculate without using a calculator, né? Without using a calculator, determine this thing. It's cos of 45 degrees. Now let me not rewrite the same thing that I see there. It's time wasting. Please note, guys, 45, 90 and 60, they are regarded as special angles, né? And they are called special angles because their value of x, y and r are known. R for all of them is 2, right? And then for y, you start saying 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 for x. We have theta here, it's 30, 45 and 60. And then all you need to do is to just put the square root for both x and y. Note that I'm not putting the square root for 1 because the square root of 1 is simply 1. So I have the cos of 45. The cos of 45 is simply root 2 over 2 because by definition cos is x over r. Right together, and this thing is divided by the sine of 45, which is also root 2 over 2. plus 5. Since I have cosec, I can simply write this thing as 1 over sine. Are you together? 1 over sine 90 multiplied by 3 tan squared 30. When I go to 30 degrees, by definition, please remember that tan is y over x, right? So it's 1 over the square root of 3. And then this will give me 1 plus 5 all over 1. Please note that sine of 90 degrees is 1, right? That's why I've written 1 there, the denominator. Let me use the blue color. And then I'm multiplying this by 3, and I'll have 1 over 3 there. Please note that this will cancel with this one. Then I will be left with 1 plus 5, which is 6. So this entire thing, guys, is equal to 6. Okay. And then now I'm supposed to do question 5, right? Question 5 is simply question 5 is just a typical tick and draw question. I'm given cos 5 cos beta is negative 3, which simply means that cos beta is negative 3 over 5, right? Okay, cos is equal to a negative number, and I'm told that the angle can be located anywhere between 180 and 360. Are you together? So beta can be anywhere in the third or fourth quadrant. Are you together? But I know that since cos is equal to a negative number, I know that cos is negative in the second and third quadrant. So my right angle triangle will be where I have the most number of ticks. Remember that I had the most number of ticks in the third quadrant. So I'll have my right angle triangle. I'll have beta there. By definition, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, right? So this is negative 3. That will be 5. And then I'll use Pythagoras theorem to get y. Y squared is equal to r squared minus x squared, right? So this is 5 squared minus 3 squared. I'll get 16 as y squared. Therefore y is plus or minus 4. Whenever I put a square root on both sides, my final answer should say plus or minus, right? Since my right angle triangle is below the x-axis, I know that my y value will be negative. So I'll choose a negative 4 there. Are you together? Now for me to calculate cos of beta, okay, cos of beta is simple. I would have just said negative 3 over 5. And then to find the second one, remember that now the value of x is equal to negative 3, y is negative 4, and then r is 5. And then r is 5, right? So this thing, tan squared, tan is equal to y over x, right? So I'll have negative 4 over a negative 3 squared minus, cot is the opposite of tan, right? Since tan is y over x, this simply means that cot will be x over y. So this will be negative 3 over 4 all squared. What do I get? 16 over 9 minus 9 over 16, right? My LCD. My LCD is 16 times 9, which is 144. Okay, whenever I multiply 16 by 9, I'll get 16 squared here and 9 squared, and what will be my final answer? 16 squared 16 squared minus 9 squared is 175 all over 144. Let me see, what do I get whenever I divide 175 over 144? Nah, it's just a fraction, so I'll just leave it. I'll leave it like that. It gives me a long decimal. So tan squared beta minus cot squared beta rather will give me this guy, 175 all over 144. I really hope this was fruitful to you guys. Please stay tuned and wait for more videos. Thank you.